Imagine the scene, Dublin Castle, 1907. The air thrumming with anticipation for the imminent arrival of King Edward VII. The crown jewels of Ireland, symbols of a kingdom, were secured within the formidable Bedford Tower. Locked, guarded, seemingly impenetrable. But on the eve of the royal visit, a chilling discovery sent shockwaves through the establishment. They were gone, vanished without a trace. A scandal of unimaginable proportions, fueled by whispers of conspiracy and even a shadowy figure connected to the Duke of Argyll. Despite intense investigations, no one was ever apprehended, and the precious regalia has never been recovered. To this day, the mystery of the stolen Irish crown jewels remains one of Britain's most enduring, unsolved enigmas. Imagine a river, not as a gentle flow, but as an unleashed titan. In the spring of 1927, the mighty Mississippi did just that. For months, relentless rains saturated the land, pushing the river's banks to their breaking point. Then, a catastrophic breach near Mounds Landing, Mississippi, unleashed a deluge. A wall of water, miles wide, surged across the landscape, swallowing towns whole, turning fertile farmland into a vast, muddy sea. Hundreds of thousands were driven from their homes, seeking refuge on any elevated ground, their lives irrevocably changed. This wasn't just a flood. It was a national crisis, exposing the vulnerability of a nation to nature's fury and forever reshaping flood control policy in America. In 1932, Australia faced an enemy unlike any other. Not a foreign power, not a rebel army, but a feathered legion of over 20,000 emus. These enormous birds, driven by drought and hunger, descended upon the farmlands of Western Australia, devouring crops and tearing down fences, threatening the livelihoods of desperate farmers. The military was called in, armed with machine guns, ready to wage a decisive campaign. But the emus proved surprisingly elusive, scattering like startled phantoms at the sound of gunfire, their resilience and speed baffling the soldiers. What followed was not a swift victory, but a comical, frustrating, and ultimately futile war that became known, quite literally, as the Emu War. Though the military eventually withdrew, defeated by nature's own defense, the Emu War serves as a bizarre and enduring reminder of humanity's sometimes humbling encounters with the wild. Imagine, buried for nearly 2 millennia beneath the sodden earth of Roman Britain, a secret waiting to be unearthed. In 1973, at the windswept fort of Vindolanda, archaeologists stumbled upon something extraordinary. Not glittering treasures, but something far more precious. Wafer, thin wooden tablets, preserved by the waterlogged peat and clay. On their surface, scratched in ancient Roman script, were the unfiltered voices of the past. These weren't grand pronouncements, but intimate glimpses into the everyday lives of soldiers and their families on the very edge of the empire. We read letters, business accounts, even a birthday invitation, and perhaps most surprisingly, a desperate plea, "Please send more beer." These Vindolanda tablets offer us a direct, unfiltered connection to the past, an unprecedented window into the raw, human reality of Roman life. In the early 1990s, nestled in the high desert plains of New Mexico, a mystery began to resonate. It wasn't the whisper of the wind, but a persistent, low-frequency hum. A sound that defied explanation. A phantom vibration that only some could perceive. For those who heard it, the unsettling drone brought debilitating headaches and waves of nausea. Was this a localized anomaly, a strange quirk of the New Mexico landscape? Or was something far more sinister at play? A global conspiracy hidden in plain sight? Scientists descended, microphones in hand, searching for the source. Yet, despite rigorous investigation, the hum remained elusive, its origins shrouded in an enigma. The Taos Hum, a sonic ghost, continues to linger, a haunting reminder of the unexplained mysteries that lie just beyond our hearing. It was 1872, the Wild West was roaring, and the promise of untold riches pulled men like moths to a flame. Then, two prospectors arrived, whispering tales of a secret, untouched diamond field. They presented raw, glittering gems, and a frenzy erupted. The nation's most powerful bankers, the titans of industry, were captivated, their fortunes pouring into this miraculous discovery, creating instant millionaires overnight. But beneath the dazzling surface, a chilling truth was about to be unearthed. Enter Clarence King, a geologist with a keen eye, who would expose this glittering facade. The field, it turned out, was a colossal swindle, the gems painstakingly salted to deceive. It was America's biggest con, a stark reminder of how easily dreams could be built on deception, and how swiftly fortunes could vanish